Hello, my name is Anthony from Prezza restaurant in the North End. Today we're going to be making maple-brined pork chops and sweet potatoes. So for the brine, what we're going to do is we're going to add some garlic, chopped garlic, to some boiling water, peppercorns, bay leaves, and some maple syrup. Next we'll add a little sea salt and some brown sugar. You want to let this sort of simmer in the pot and let it absorb the flavor. Once the brine sort of comes together, you want to cool it and then pour it over the pork chops. So once you let it steep for about 20 minutes or so, you can add a little bit of thyme, or add the thyme. Turn the heat off, and then what I like to do if you want to make it go a little quicker for the cooling process, if you're in a rush, is you would add some, just pour it over some ice. And that would help it to cool. And then you can add the ice back in. All right, so once your brine is cooled, you want to pour the brine over the meat. And typically you figure about 24 hours per inch. So if you want to do a whole loin, you might want to let it set maybe a couple of days. Let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of days. You can go in there, check on it every once in a while. Maybe turn the meat over, stir it up a little bit, and then once it's sat for 24 hours, you want to take it out and let it dry. Okay, so once the pork comes out of the brine, you want to pat it dry. There won't be any need to season additionally, which is sort of the purpose of the brine. The brine will help keep the meat moist when you grill it. It adds a lot of flavor, especially with the maple syrup. So maybe just a little olive oil or oil on top, just to sort of season the meat. To keep it from sticking. And put it right on the grill. We use a wood grill at the restaurant. Lots of smoke flavor and real high heat. Get a real good sear on the meat. And you want to cook it a few minutes on each side. Turn it, and you can sort of use the cover to help adjust the heat as well. Once it gets cooking pretty good, it'll almost sort of bake it. Okay, so once you have a real good sear on one side of the pork chop, what you're going to want to do is flip it. So you see you get some nice color on there, brownish, almost kind of a little bit of a char, not too much of a char. And going to kind of let the fire die down a little bit more by shutting the top and let it cook for maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. So once you've determined that the pork chop is done, you can remove it from the grill, and you're going to want to let it rest for a few minutes. Let it sit maybe 2 or 3 minutes, cook through. The juices will maybe come out of it a little. It'll rust, and the meat should be really, really tender. And with that maple flavor, we get some real good flavor from the maple syrup. And we're going to bring it inside now and finish plating it. Now that the pork chop is done and the sweet potatoes are finished as well, this is just some sweet potato puree, and we added the maple syrup, a little bit of cream, season it with some salt and pepper. So what you're going to want to do is just a little sweet potato on the plate, and you just add your pork chop to it. Just a real nice, simple, home-cooked meal. So there's your plate all finished. A nice, simple, home-cooked meal with some sweet potatoes and a maple-brined pork chop.